Hello YouTube, Dave here again, and I'm back with another Starfinder related video. So this is another flip mat opening. So I've previously done one for the cantinas, and there's a lot of cool flip maps that Paizo does for Pathfinder and Starfinder. I'm actually still trying to find the basic terrain. That seems to be one of the hardest ones to find, and probably because it's the most overall useful. But at the same time, I still have like the D&D one that I can use in a pinch if I go to run, Starfinder. But I thought this one looked really cool, so I thought I'd pick it up. I like the more focused ones just because, you're not going to use them as often, but when you do go to use them, it's nice to have something really visually stunning, and I think that's what this is going to be. So this is the Urban Sprawl flip mat. So this is obviously something that's meant to take place in sort of a more populated area, and it looks like it has sort of, a higher society and sort of a slums kind of look to it. But again, it looks, really cool. And so what this one here is, it gives the dimensions here. So it's a 24-inch by 30-inch mat. Folds to 8 by 10, which is how it looks here. 1-inch square grid, which is pretty standard. But the description on the back says, location, location, location. Whether the heroes are fighting cybernetically augmented gangsters in the dirty streets of a metropolis, or simply out for a night on the town, no game master wants to spend precious game time drawing every street and alley. Fortunately, with Paizo's latest Starfinder flip mat, you don't have to. This line of gaming maps provides ready-to-use science fantasy set pieces for the busy game master. This double-sided map features an upscale futuristic city center on one side and dark and dangerous alleys of a dystopian megacity on the other, providing the perfect setting for any science fantasy urban escapade. Don't waste your time sketching when you could be playing. With Starfinder Flip Mat Urban Sprawl, you'll always be ready next time your players take to the streets looking for trouble. So again, like I said, this is kind of a situational one, but it still looks really cool, and I want to collect, if anything, for Starfinder, I'd love to collect more of these mats, along with like the adventure paths and things like that. So we have here directions for use. So it says a special coating on each flip mat allows you to use wet erase, dry erase, and permanent markers with ease. Removing permanent ink is easy. Simply trace over any permanent mark with dry erase marker. Wait 10 seconds, then wipe off both marks with a dry cloth or paper towel. And when I did the previous video, the previous flip mat, I had asked for feedback on if the permanent marker stuff actually worked, and a lot of people responded with, yeah, it works really nicely. So again, if you end something, you put some marks on it and you end up ending the session, if you use permanent marker, you can leave it on there until the next game, and then you just use the dry erase to remove it, which is really cool. So what I want to do is I'm just going to remove the plastic, and we'll have a look and see what we've actually got here. So there's actually a hole in the plastic right here, so hopefully I'm just gonna do it all in one take. All right. So like I said, I really like these flip mats, and I think that so much lovely design and attention to detail goes into them that even having this just makes me want to run an adventure where I'm using these, because in my opinion that's just how good it is. Same thing with the cantina. I think that I really want to do something where there's a gunfight or something that happens in a cantina just to get the most use out of the flip mats, because they are so nicely done. So on the inside it's just a paper sleeve, nothing printed in. Some of these would have like the Open Gaming License from Wizards of the Coast information printed on there, because it still uses a version of 3.5 OGL. But let's just have a look here. Oh. Alright, so I'm gonna have to lift the camera up here, but let's just see if I can sort of get this smoothed out a little bit. So the only issue with these flip mats is the way that they fold up. You'd kind of have to flatten them out a little bit, but you know, it's still not that bad. And the price, I guess I should have mentioned what the price was, which is $14.99 US. Get focus there. So $14.99 US is a pretty good price. I live in Canada, so it was closer to 20 bucks, but even still, not bad compared to paying like almost $40 for the just the blank grid for 5th edition D&D. So let's just pick the camera up here, and see my keys. So we'll just kind of pan over, and again, like so, there's a lot of really nice detail. You know, it just looks really cool. I love, you know, the feature of like the stream kind of going through the center of the town. So I'll just back up a little bit here, so you can try to see as much of this as possible. So again, just really nice design. It looks, you know, like very pristine, nice, you know, upper society kind of like idealistic thing. And this would be a great place to stage like just this huge, massive, you know, fight that takes place. And really cool. We're just gonna flip her over. All right, and we've got, and just see if we can get the camera to focus. There we go. And so here we have more of like a slum type of thing. Well, this is like I guess some back alleys. But again, just some really cool details. You know, it does give you the interiors of some buildings. Whoop. Just looks really great. Again, a lot of attention to detail, you know, goes into these. And you know, again, this is probably something that you could really use, as even if it's just the player characters having to slum it in this, you know, base of operations and have some fights or some things take place, or you know, dealing with thugs or, you know, gangs or something like that. It's just a really cool map. And you know, I like these products so much, and you know, honestly, I like these Paizo ones, or Paizo, however you pronounce it. I like these things so much, and I kind of wish that Wizards of the Coast, if they were gonna really pick anything up in terms of how to do accessories, because all of their accessories last year were pretty hit or miss. This would be a great product for them to start making, and you could even do some for, you know, tie them into your campaigns and stuff. But I'm not really here to talk about D&D. I'm here to talk a little bit about Starfinder. So again, this is absolutely just, you know, lovely, really cool details. Just, you know, captures sort of the essence of this kind of broken down slums place. When you got, looks like a toppled statue, you know, over here, and just a lot of really cool details. And these are absolutely fantastic products. And like I said, just having this makes me want to find a way to incorporate it into a campaign, which I think is something that these maps can be really good for, is even just a source of inspiration for some sort of set piece in an adventure. And trying to get, you know, again, ideas. So, for example, you know, the player characters might be tasked to take out some sort of gang, and you know, the gang are using, you know, a place like this as their base of operations. You got like their bunks, and you know, just have the fights kind of take place. Or, you know, I don't know, I think there's a lot of cool stuff that you can do with these, and in my opinion, these maps really do serve as a sort of a source of inspiration. So let me know in the comments below if you guys have any of these battle maps, you know, besides just the basic terrain. What do you guys think of them? And you know, have they helped you sort of piece together some interesting encounters just based off of what you see on the maps? Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.